counting down the hits with Kasem.
And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA this week. It's by a man who's tried being a member of several bands, and each time it's turned into a bad day. When Daniel Powter was in his teens, he tried joining a few bands, but he says he was out within a day. That's because Daniel likes to do everything his way. And you can't do that when you're in a band. Daniel says the only music he can relate to is music he writes himself. And he says the reason is simple, quote, otherwise it all seems so dishonest to me. I'm singing about someone else's emotions and feelings, unquote. And doing it his way gives Daniel Powter the song at the top of the chart. The number one song in the USA for the fourth week on American Top 20 is Bad Day by Daniel Powter.
Casey counts them down.
And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA this week. It's by a singer who's discovered the dark secret of success, and it's making him very tired. Daniel Powter says, quote, it sounds crazy, but it's the first thing musicians talk about when they get together. We keep asking each other, are you getting any sleep? Daniel says in his case, the answer is a definite no. Quote, there's so much to do. The other night I fell asleep with all of my clothes on. I just passed out. I was so tired. And then it was time to get up. Daniel says he's been so exhausted that he's ordered food from room service and then fallen asleep with the phone still in his hand. Quote, I woke up a couple hours later and the food was sitting there. Someone had brought it in and I slept right through it. I'm tired all the time. That's what Daniel Powter says. But here he is, sounding wide awake, on the song at the top of the chart. The number one song in the USA for an 11th week on American Top 20 is Bad Day by Daniel Powter.
Casey counts them down.
We're on our way to the number one song in the land, and we're up to a musician now who says his dyslexia makes piano keys look like dots. Daniel Powter actually says the whole world looks a bit strange to him, though he's gotten used to it over the years. For instance, he knows that the words, the bogs are darking, is actually the dogs are barking. Here's Daniel Powter at number 4 again with Bad Day.
Casey counts them down.
We're on our way to the top of the chart, and we're up to a musician whose fans throw hats on the stage during his shows. Dozens and dozens of hats. It began after Daniel Powter explained that he wears his trademark caps to cover a scar on his head. Daniel says, we've got hundreds of hats from our shows. I don't know what we're going to do with them all. Here's Daniel, down a notch to number 11 with Bad Day.
Where is the moment we need it the most? American Top 20.
You know, a lot of people are intimidated by the prospect of buying or selling a home. After all, it's one of the biggest decisions any of us will ever make. That's why it's great to know there's someone you can always count on to help you with your real estate needs. The folks at RE/MAX. RE/MAX agents average more experience and more sales than other agents. They know their business, and they care enough to get to know you, too. So, whether you're looking to buy or looking to sell, look to RE/MAX. Outstanding agents, outstanding results. Each office independently owned and operated.